This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Taking a look at the 76ers, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. And as we come up to the midway point of the season, Kenny, we're seeing some of the veterans who started slower now picking up the pace.
Well, I think early on, a lot of times, if you've been in the playoff for some veterans, the early going in the season is a little mundane. But then as you start seeing the light at the tunnel, they don't pace themselves anymore. And you want to make sure that you're in playoff position to make something special happen at the end of the year.
Excellent use of the word mundane, by the way. How about you, Shaq?
Well, Monday, experience told me when you need to go hard and when you need to pull back. You know, the best veterans will be there when it matters the most.
That's mundane, not
okay, I thought
Monday.
you said Monday.
Like mundane,
bad.
Tuesday, Wednesday,
Okay.
Thursday.
Got it, my bad.
Two different things.
Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Kevin Harlan here along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. This game in Sacramento marks the start of a homestand for the Kings. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, you know, both of these teams know and understand when they face off, it's a very winnable game for either one of them. They often don't get a chance to feel that way.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then there's Jennings. Then it's Hollis Thompson. And it's Sampson in at the 3 slot. It's Thompson off the drive. Okafor kicks to Jennings. Pick by Okafor. Jennings passes to Okafor. He used that pick to get in close. Okafor's got his second bucket. Well, the main problem last year for the Kings, Greg, their defense. Just couldn't slow teams down on their end of the court, and it cost them.
Yeah, and listen, a lot of it had to do with the defensive problems overall. They were pretty much in the bottom 10 of every major defensive category, and dead last in blocks as well.
Shot clock at 2. A 3 from Gay, and that one's good.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off just sensational stuff.
Jennings drives in. Landry. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Landry's got his first basket of the night.
And you said it. I mean, the Kings had a tough time on defense. They also gave up the most fast break points in the league. I mean, they had a tough time getting back and defending in transition.
And that's the way you want to defend. Nice job there.
Always important to have that good interior defense.
And the rejection by Cousins. That's good.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts. And the Kings were last in fast break points allowed. As you mentioned, what is odd was that there were rumors last season that the front office wanted to try out cherry picking on purpose. Pretty sure that was one of the worst ideas to try out in the NBA.
Landry with a screen for Jennings. The feed to Okafor. And the rejection by Cousins. The try by Collison. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Gay outside. Pass to Cousins. Fires from 14 and off the fly, and in it goes.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Here's Landry. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I was able to catch up with the head coach of the 76ers. He said a big part of their focus defensively will be on trying to contain Rudy Gay, adding he presents some challenges because he can shoot over the top, and also he's a tremendous finisher inside. We've got to force him to that left hand, but I'm hoping we won't have to double too much because they have plenty of other guys who can knock it down. Kevin, the challenges are full.
Thanks, Doris.
Shooting two. Shooting two.
And that one falls for Cousins. Thinking about DeMarcus Cousins, Clark, when he was selected, people questioned whether he could stay out of trouble. Many doubted that, he could, but he has stayed clean really since day one.
Yeah, going back 5 years ago, a beat writer actually had the audacity to say he would end up in jail at some point, but Cousins has proved him and others wrong.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And with that Cousins story about the writer, Cousins actually called him out about that failed prediction. I mean, they made amends, however, with the writer eating his words and donating to a charity of Cousins' choice.
Now here's Collison following the miss by Jennings. Collison against Jennings. Here's Cousins. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
Yeah, and for Cousins, it's never been a question of talent. I mean, many are glad to see that he's been able to stay focused really for the first stretch of his career.
Okafor gets the bucket. Here's Collison. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pass to Cousins. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
When you look at DeMarcus Cousins, he's clearly one of the more talented and also one of the most emotional players in the game. He's also one of the most teed up.
Yeah, talking about Cousins' top 5 in technical fouls in each of his first 5 seasons. Among other things, that's given away a ton of free points, guys, to the opposition.
Yeah, DeMarcus is working hard to control that temper, and he knows it's important for the team. But it's hard to plug a volcano.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Noel's checked in. And Cousins drops them both. Well, the plan has been obvious now, Clark, for a while. The 76ers really loading up on young players, letting them see a lot of minutes, and they're hoping it's going to bear some fruit, as you like to say, coming up.
Exactly, and it will in time because they've accumulated some really nice young talent, Kevin.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it. I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Landry, screen on Collison. Dishes to Noel. AC with the rebound.
And with the 76ers, it's not just on the floor that they have stifled the progress. They've taken 2 top picks knowing they would sit out a full year just to rehab injuries.
Now here's Gay. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Warriors in Oakland. Collison with it. He's picked up by Landry. With his first shot attempt, Collison, no good.
One thing few people talk about with the Sixers, this plan of building through the draft and with young players, what if it actually works to their benefit? Then it would become a copycat strategy because we know in the NBA, it's a herd mentality if something works.
Here's Collison. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Here's Gay. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got 3 assists now in this one.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Now here's Jennings. 29 points for him last game against Utah.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Here's Collison. They trail by 1. Cousins with a screen on Jennings. The drive by Collison that gives them the lead. Collison's got his first points in this one.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Let's take this chance to look at the teams that have been the league's most efficient passers this past month. Fourth, the Kings.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Sacramento making some changes. Caspi comes in for Quincy Acey. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. And the 76ers also making a change. Embiid's checked in. Now here's Jennings. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Sampson. He's covered by Gay. Sampson's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Caspi dishes to Rondo. To the paint. Here's Gay. Good. And it's Rondo who picks up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Gay.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And guys, the Sixers drafted Embiid 3rd overall despite a foot injury that would keep him out all of his rookie season. Came to the Sixers with a back issue out of Kansas. Of course, they knew all this going in.
And Kevin, the Sixers have made an art lately of drafting players who aren't immediately eligible to play. 2 years ago it was Nerlens Noel who sat out the season with a knee injury. Last year it was Dario Saric who played overseas, and now Embiid.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Kings. McLemore has come in for Marco Bellinelli. And then for Philadelphia, Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Jakar Sampson. Marshall comes in for Hollis Thompson. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Brandon Jennings.
You know, regarding Joel Embiid, the foot was not his only injury when he entered the draft. In his 1 season at Kansas, he battled both back and knee injury. Obviously, though he's very young, his durability is of some concern.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
And the shot no good, a bit short.
And talking about Joel Embiid, there are some who feel the Sixers targeted guys in the draft last year who couldn't help them win games. One wonders at what point does it become anti-competitive.
Here's Cannon. He had 10 points in the win against the Utah Jazz. And here is Marshall. Passes it to Noel. Grant gets a wide open look. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings making a change here. Koufos is checked in.
Costa Koufos.
Kings leading now by 3. Rondo with it. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. They set the screen. In the corner, it's McLemore. Shoots. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
So it's Sacramento now, following the three-pointer by Kendall Marshall. Here's Caspi. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Cannon kicks to Noel. The dish to Embiid. Tries from 7. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Outside Rondo. Out left of the wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. There's a good screen. Second shot opportunity. And the rejection by Noel. And it's Grant in the corner. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. The Kings have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Rondo passes to McLemore. Rondo kicks to Caspi. McLemore dishes to Kufis. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Here's Rondo. Another miss by Rondo. The 76ers lead it. It was a rough year last year for fans in Sacramento, but they still come out here to fill up the stands, Greg, even with their team struggling.
Yeah, the new ownership give them credit. Last year, the Kings marked an 8-year high in terms of attendance. Not bad for a team that really looked to be in the hunt for the postseason, but then just fell apart midway through.
Now, here's Marshall. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. Marshall passes to Cannon. Right wing. Shoots from 12. Here's Embiid. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
A chance here, Kevin, to take a look at the 76ers and how they rank in the NBA right now. First in fewest turnovers per game. 4th in three-point field goal percentage. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
And, you know, going back to their turnovers, fewest in our league, that shows you the intelligence they play with. You have to beat them. They are not going to do it for you.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
That one misses. And what a pickup to get a guy like Karl, Greg, on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son, Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. The family is there.
And that one's good. Noel.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now, here's Kufis. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Out to the right wing. The drive by Rondo. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Rajon Rondo, guys, really needs to operate in a system that's point guard centric. He needs the ball to be effective. Pushing it, driving, dishing. When he has to play off the ball, that's when trouble starts.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. And for Rondo, he's almost a throwback at the point, fearlessly taking it to the hole, getting knocked down, and getting right back up to fight another round. The thing maybe against him right now is what kind of guy, influence, what is he like on a team, and how does he affect it?
That's a great point. And also nowadays in the NBA, there's more of a premium on shooting and spacing. So it's going to be up to Rondo to adjust to that new style. That's going to be the question. Can he make that transition?
Well said. And Cannon gets it to go.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And stolen by Noel. One-on-one here. That's good from Marshall on the assist by Cannon.
Assist goes to
Marshall's got 5 points so far. Rondo on top. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. They need this one. That's good.
Rondo.
Here's Cannon. With 1 on the clock. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers lead by 7. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
You know what? They're dominating on the backboards. They have controlled the paint thus far.
Flexing their muscles down low, and they've limited second chances too, guys.
The Kings trail by 7. So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Hollis Thompson, Okafor out there with Carl Landry. Then there's Jennings, and it's Sampson in at the small forward position. Game off target with the jump hook. So for the Kings, they come in off the loss to Golden State.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on. Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from DeMarcus Cousins. The 76ers shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. The screen from Thompson. Okafor with the screen on Collison. Lets it fly from 18. And it's Okafor missing.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
And Bellinelli kicks to Cousins. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Collison against Jennings. Okafor. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. 10 points for Jahlil Okafor.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now here's Collison. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Gay drives in. Got him up in the air with the pump fake and then took advantage. Gay's got 11 points.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
On the wing, Thompson. And it's going to be a 3-second call. The 76ers struggled last year, but it was mostly due to their offensive issues, Greg. At times, they could be okay on defense.
And no doubt, Kevin, they've got a good group of rim protectors, and they also knew how to force turnovers, but they have got to improve offensively.
Now here's Gay. He's got 11. Outside Jennings. Here's Sampson trying to get open as Thompson. Sampson's shot. Sampson's got his first bucket of the night.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
Collison kicks to Gay. Fires from the wing. Kept alive. Goes up again. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Gay's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play him. Man, you talk about a guy that's bounced around the league since he's been in it. Darren Collison. I mean, he's played on 5 different teams in his first 6 seasons, and has been a contributor and an impact player on all of them.
Free throw shooting, such an important part of the NBA game. And as the 2-guard position goes, these have been the best in the league over the last 10 games. Well, you look at Bellinelli, 4th in the league, and as consistent as they come at the free throw line.
We've gotten used to seeing a lot of terrific free throw shooters from the 2-guard ranks, but even so, it shouldn't take away from what these players have been able to do up there.
Yeah, I don't care what their position is, guys. I mean, they deserve a bunch of credit for those numbers. Each one of them is just so clutch at the foul line.
Now here's Jennings. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. And the 76ers lead by 7. Collison against Jennings. Collison kicks to Cousins. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Kings have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Gay right side. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Sampson. He's covered by Gay. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
And it's the Kings with the ball, following Brandon Jennings' 3. Cousins with a screen for Gay. Just 5 on the clock. AC. No good on the triple. The 76ers leading by 8. Now the pass to Landry. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for Carl Landry, he powered his way through the league a few years back, but somewhere along the line, Clark, his game kind of topped out.
His best season, Kevin, he averaged 18 and 7. I think injuries have been a factor, but last year was down to 7 and 4 his game averages, so he's starting to slide.
Move shots.
Free throw drops for Landry.
And back to Carl Landry. Sophisticated scorer, a variety of post moves, a tough guy willing to play through pain, but he just never had the size or explosiveness to dominate. And now that he's getting a little older, that really has become an issue.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
You know, visiting Carl Landry again here, I mean, he's a roll guy. He shoots a high percentage from the field, from the foul line, gives you a little nasty and edge down low, yet you can't make him out to be more than he is.
Bellinelli with the 3, can't hit. And the 76ers go the other way with it.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
They get it again. Sampson's shot, good. Sampson's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Cousins, that falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got 6 assists here tonight. The 76ers leading by 9. Inside, here's Okafor, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
It's been a strong game for Okafor. He's got 10 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also. Just battling hard on every possession.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Noel's checked in for Carl Landry. And he can't hit the second.
Right now, they're hovering around 55% from the line. That is not going to get it done. That is not good enough. They're leading right now, but that lead could evaporate if they don't up that percentage.
And that one's good. Jennings has got 5.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
The All-Star game almost near. Let's see how the East is shaking out. A look at Chicago. What a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, Philadelphia just way behind.
And I think for the 76ers, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
Yeah, it's been ugly. I mean, we knew things were going to have to fall into perfect place for them to contend, but nothing did.
Outside Collison. Bellinelli dishes to Cousins. Soft touch on the glass. Cousins has got 17. The 76ers leading by 10. And Thompson kicks to Jennings. The screen from Thompson. Okafor with the screen on Collison. And Cousins comes over to help. Pass to Sampson. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Jennings can't get it to go. Sacramento's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And Bellinelli kicks to Collison. Feeds it to Cousins. They get a hand on it. Collison against Jennings. He kicks it to Okafor. Pass to Sampson. To the left side wing. Outside Jennings. He feeds it to Okafor. 13 feet away. No good. Some solid defense from Gay. The Kings trail by 10. And so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last.
And a quick review looking at some numbers here for Collison. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Now here's Jennings. Jahlil Okafor unable to get his last shot to go. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And let's quickly take a look at the stats for Gay. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 12th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And as we've been seeing, I mean, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet and quick hands.
And the basket by Collison. The 76ers leading by 8. Thompson outside. Kicks it to Okafor. Down low. The 10-footer. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Quincy Acey. McLemore's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Darren Collison. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Okafor. Grant comes in for Jakar Sampson. Kendall Marshall's checked in for Hollis Thompson. And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Marshall, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Kufis checked in for Sacramento.
Costa Kufis.
The Kings trail by 8. Outside Rondo. There's a screen. 3 for Caspi. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And they're playing through a string of road games that will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. There's Noel. Shot's good. Marshall making the play. Noel's got his second basket of the night.
What a pass by Marshall. That's outstanding teamwork.
And last year, quite a rookie campaign for Nerlens Noel. He had the ACL injury he sustained in college. Missed his first full season with the Sixers. And like you've talked about, you know, he came back and really, with a flourish, made a mark his first year in the league.
And Kevin, a lot of people wondered, how would he bounce back from that knee? And I'd have to say it was pretty good. I mean, finished 3rd in the voting for Rookie of the Year.
And, you know, getting back to Nerlens Noel, if it weren't for the ACL tear, he may have been the first player drafted in 2K13. His 8 rebounds and nearly 2 blocks a game as a rookie show he has the talent.
And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. Willie Cauley-Stein is second.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Well, he's been slapping shots out of there all last month. I mean, he's building a reputation as a guy you don't want to challenge inside. His arrow is definitely pointing north.
Get open, get open.
Here is Caspi. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. There's a good screen. McLemore, the pass to Kufis. He dishes it to McLemore. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rondo. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The 76ers leading by 10. Here's Cannon. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Outside Rondo. The feed to Casper. Launches a 3. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
The 76ers have gone 8 of 15 since we began the second quarter. Excellent shooting. Embiid the screen. Cannon dishes to Noel. It's stolen by McLemore. Outside Rondo. Cauley-Stein with the screen for Rondo. That's good.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Now, here's Marshall. He has 5. 1:51 left to play in the first half. And McLemore kicks to Rondo. The shot from the low post is good. And now just a 3-point 76ers lead.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that.
Dishes it to Noel. Not enough on that one as it misses.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Passes it to Caspi. Shot is off. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Marshall inside the three-point line. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries. Sacramento's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Rondo kicks to Cauley-Stein. 50 seconds left in the first half of the game. Clock at 6. McLemore with the ball. Now guarded by Noel. And the rejection by Noel. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. The 76ers leading by 5. Embiid the screen. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Noel sets a screen for Marshall. Clock at 6. Fires it up. Rebound by the Kings.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Now here's Rondo. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. 76ers ahead. They're up by 5. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Right out of the gates, it was Philadelphia setting the tone. At one point, they had a 9-point lead fueled by some entertaining defensive and offensive plays. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at DeMarcus Cousins in this game, he has been everywhere.
And his play in that first half, how about the discipline to go along with the efficiency, guys? His shot selection was just perfect.
I agree. I mean, whether it's been from mid-range or in tight, he is taking only what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Very much playing within himself.
The Kings trail by 5.
Well, clearly the 76ers were the youngest team in the league last season, and with all the draft picks they've stockpiled, they'll be the youngest team for a while, it seems. But if the youth can grow and develop, they could also be a force in a few years, too.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for Sacramento, Rudy Gay is out there with Quincy Ace. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Collison in at the point guard. To give you an idea of how young this 76er team is, at one point last season, Greg, Tim Duncan had more seasons played in the NBA than the entire active roster of the 76ers.
That's hard to fathom. I mean, we all know there's this youth movement going on in Philadelphia, but they still need some veterans in that locker room. Very hard for the young players to lead. And I think it's fair to say last season was a bit of a transition year for the Kings. I mean, after firing Malone and the injuries to their stars, they just tried to build for the future, realizing that was going to be in their best interest.
And Cousins drops them both. And the Kings last year were able to get George Karl to lead the team. A good hire for them. This team did decent under him back in the last half of the season.
Yeah, they still got a lot of work to do, but he can certainly make it happen for him. One of the outstanding coaches in our league. The Kings actually were in it for a while last year, but then had a mini rebuild mid-season.
Here's Bellinelli. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. There's the pick. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. For Sacramento, they have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts. On the free throw, no good. And no question, G.A., Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers, but in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only one playoff. Only one. Count them, one. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he were still in Memphis, though? Okay, I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault if you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team, and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at time. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason.
right, now. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
And, you know, back to Rudy Gay, he's a tremendous all-around talent. Physically, instinctively, skill-wise, he's got it all. Except that consistent winning touch, that remains to be completed.
Embiid, he's checked in for Philadelphia. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And thinking more about Rudy Gay, one key number I look at from last season, his assists. By far the most in his career, and that didn't translate into a ton of wins, but it very well could have been the next step toward getting those wins.
Using his post move to get the 2 points. Gay's got 15 points.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Jennings kicks to Landry. Here's Embiid, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Now here's Gay. He's got 15. Screen by Cousins. The dish to AC. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. AC's got his second basket. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Landry, a screen on Collison. The drive by Jennings. And the rejection by Cousins. Bellinelli passes to Cousins for the tie. No good off the back of the rim.
He worked himself into a really good position there, right near the basket. That's the look he wanted.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Jennings kicks to Landry. It's hauled in by Gay.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. Inside. Tries it from 9. Thompson with the rebound. 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Jennings kicks to Thompson. Another miss by Philadelphia.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Now here's Gay. He's got 15. That's good.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
And that one's good.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And that one's good. Gay's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard. You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
Why don't we take this chance now to show you the most active wing defenders in the league? These are this season's steals leaders, at small forward. Rudy Gay on top.
And with the kind of defense he plays, it really gives his team someone to lean on at that end of the floor.
Well, he's got a big effect on their interior defense, too. I mean, so often we see him prevent penetration by coming up with a steal as the ball handler makes a move inside. He does a nice job impacting the ball in those situations. He's got an excellent pair of active hands.
Here's Bellinelli, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Cousins, no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Jennings with the ball. Picked up by Collison. Out to Thompson. The tray. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And it's a 5-point Philadelphia lead. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Screen by Cousins. Collison against Jennings. A try by Collison. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Philadelphia leading by 5. Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it. Giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Philadelphia.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And also, I think it's really led to the rhythm and confidence you've seen from long range tonight throughout the entire game. And they're having a lot of trouble at the line today. And unfortunately, it's the kind of day we've seen this team have a lot.
And he can't hit the second. The 76ers didn't lie to themselves about last season, Greg. They knew they weren't going to be in the playoffs. They spent a lot of time last season developing their young players.
Yeah, exactly. And listen, the third straight year the Sixers would miss the playoffs. But as you said, Kevin, they knew what the season had in store. The key was could they keep those young guys focused on growth and experience and not get caught up in the fact that they struggled to win games.
Sacramento with the ball. Following the miss by Jennings. And Cousins gets it to go.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
0-1 near Jennings as he lets it fly. Jennings with another miss.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's Bellinelli. He's covered by Thompson. Tries from 10. The rebound by Brandon Jennings. The 76ers leading by 4. The drive by Thompson. Bellinelli pulls it in.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Another miss by Gay.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And the rejection by Cousins. Embiid kicks to Landry. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Kings have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Cousins against Embiid, and that one's good. Cousins. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. Now Jennings, he has 7, lets it go from deep. Here's Embiid, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Collison, no good.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's Sampson. Sacramento grabs the miss. Gay's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's the pass to Collison. Inside, Cousins. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got assist number 8 here in this one already.
A moment here to see the numbers for Brandon Jennings. Averaging 17 points per game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Quincy Acey. And McLemore, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Darren Collison. Here's Cannon. And it's Okafor missing.
You know, guys, in a draft that had a lot of top-tier big men as the top picks, Willie Cauley-Stein is a little bit the forgotten man, if you will. But he can be a very impactful player now and down the road as well.
Shots good by McLemore. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Cannon. Noel was screen on Rondo. Cannon kicks to Noel. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Greg, with Cauley-Stein, his defense is the first thing that you notice. Very adept at shot blocking already. Does a lot of things, Clark, very well.
But, Kevin, I think it's his agility and the way he moves his feet defensively as a 7-footer. He literally can defend all 5 positions.
That's a great point. His perimeter defense, I mean, against smaller players, something to behold.
Outstanding.
That's good from Noel. Kufis checked in for Rudy Gay. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
McLemore dishes to Kufis. Right side, Rondo. 5 on the clock. Kufis the pass to McLemore. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Picked by Okafor. Cannon kicks to Okafor. Okafor sets the pick for Marshall. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Cauley-Stein with it, guarded now by Marshall. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. 76ers trailing. Here's Cannon, pass to Marshall. Lots of room. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's his second personal foul.
And so here's Sacramento. Now Casper. They set the screen. And McLemore kicks to Kufis. Feeds to Rondo. 4 on the clock. Sees the alley-oop, but he stays with it. Again, Rondo missing.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Here's Grant. Connects from 3-point range. Grant's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1:39 left to play in the third. In the corner, it's McLemore. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Cannon kicks to Noel. Pass to Cannon. There's the triple. Shot is off.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Marshall dishes to Grant. He kicks it to Noel. There's Cannon with the 3. Rebound by the Kings. Kufis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Rondo passes to McLemore. Rondo with a screen for McLemore. Back to Rondo. Out left to the wing. Cauley-Stein kicks to McLemore. Cauley-Stein dishes to McLemore. Okafor with the steal. Marshall with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Marshall passes to Okafor. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries. So it's Sacramento now. It's a 3-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. And here's Rondo. With 2 seconds left. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
The Kings have missed out on some chances at the line today. 0-6 of 11.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
And he sinks the second. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. 76ers lead by 2. Live from Sacramento, you're watching 2K Sports.
Respect this here. Check.
All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Jennings with the ball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Noel and Embiid patrol the paint together inside. Jennings out there with Thompson. And it's Sampson in at the 3 spot. Here's Thompson. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Thompson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. Jennings against Rondo. He feeds it to AC. Kicks it to Bellinelli. Shot clock at 5. Here's Gay. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Gay's got 19 points.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Jennings against Rondo. Here's Noel. Rondo with the rebound. Rondo's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Bellinelli kicks to Gay. He nails it, and we're tied up. Gay's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And up the court come the Kings on the break. Rondo kicks to Gay. Here's AC. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
And that's right, Clark. 6 of their last 10 have come from the mid-range.
Rondo against Jennings. And it's Noel missing.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Now here's Rondo. Puts up a 3, and the rejection by Embiid. No good.
He continues to struggle from the field. But luckily for him and his team, his teammates have been able to pick him up and get the job done.
Here's Noel. Shot no good. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. And it's Rondo penetrating. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's a 4-point Sacramento lead.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Jennings kicks to Sampson. Will it go? And he hits the jumper for 2. That's 7 points for Nerlens Noel. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. He said, guys, this is the kind of game we're capable of playing when we put our minds to it. I knew we had it in us, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Let's finish this thing. Guys?
Here's Bellinelli. He dishes it to Cousins. Shot is off.
How about the determination? Now that's what we call competing for a rebound.
Landry, a screen on Collison. Jennings kicks to Landry. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Landry's got it all tied up now for Philadelphia.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Gay. And the layup falls. Gay's got 23 points.
Well, that's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Jennings against Collison. Outside Jennings. Here's Landry, and the foul called on DeMarcus Cousins. Here's Thompson. Outside Jennings. They get it back.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. There's the feed to Embiid. Bellinelli pulls it in. Bellinelli's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Dishes to Collison. Passes it to Gay. Pocket 6. No good off the front iron. The 76ers trailing. Sampson dishes to Jennings. The screen from Thompson. Embiid with the screen on Collison. It's Jennings with the drive. Here's Embiid. No luck. Good work defensively by Gay. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Jennings against Collison. A floater. Cousins, no one around him. Sacramento again missing. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, it makes it tough for the defense to chase that ball around when it moves that crisply all over the court.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Gay passes to Ace. And Bellinelli kicks to Cousins. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one on Embiid.
Excellent game we've seen from DeMarcus Cousins. 8 rebounds and some big-time point production as well. What a force he's been in the paint.
And he's gotten himself into the air, Clark, so often blocking shots and getting rebounds.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
And when they've worked the ball into the post throughout this game, they have had success.
They've also jumped on any opportunity they've had to attack the basket tonight. I mean, excellent penetration.
And the 76ers making a change here. Okafor's checked in. He hits the second from the line. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside Jennings. The dish now to Okafor. To stop the drought. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Sacramento. At the line for two.
That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good.
They'd have loved to cut it to 1 there, but they're still in decent shape if they can get a stop.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Gay outside, and there's the pass to Collison. Feeds to AC. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
Looking at the game AC has been having, he's got 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also, just battling hard on every possession.
And he sinks the second. Now here's Jennings. On the wing, Thompson to tie it up. The shot's good on the assist by Jennings. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the 76ers. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Collison against Landry. The drive by Collison, and that one's good.
Not phased at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
A strong season from Darren Collison cut short last year. Greg shut down at the end of last February.
Yeah, he had that issue with his hip, and that kind of ended things for him in what had been a promising season. A shame, since he was having the best of his career to date.
Now here's Jennings. To the right side. Here's Sampson. He's covered by Gay. Shot clock at 6. Sampson dishes to Okafor. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins.
Excellent, really solid job actually by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Fires at the elbow. And he nails the jumper. Now it's a 5-point Sacramento lead. Philadelphia's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. And it's Okafor at the elbow. Stolen by Collison. Pass to Gay. Here's Cousins. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And Kevin, plays like that, really the reason they've got a nice lead right now. Just a great job on the glass.
And Greg, the jam and the follow gets their whole bench jumping. Clark, look at them. They are really into it.
Yeah, they sure are. And that's a little salt in the wound there. I mean, they take a miss and turn it into one of the plays of the game. That hurts.
Okafor gets the bucket.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high percentage looks.
Here's Cousins. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Okafor. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. Noel's checked in for Okafor.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line for 2.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins. And so DeMarcus Cousins nails both of them.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
The 76ers trail by 7. Here's Jennings. To the paint. Here's Landry. There's Noel. And he converts the layup.
Huge play on the offensive glass there to get more second chance points. He's only getting more physical as this game wears on.
Now here's Collison. And Cousins kicks to Gay. They set the pick. Back to Cousins. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Now Collison. High post Cousins. Clock at 6. That one goes. Cousins has got 11 points in the quarter.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Up top, Jennings. He's covered by Collison. Jennings can't get it to go.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
The try by Collison. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. And now Philadelphia on the break. Jennings is running. Thompson misses. Tries again. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Sampson.
His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Collison against Jennings. Here's Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 9 assists now tonight. Jennings kicks to Thompson. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Now here's Collison. Pass to Cousins. It's Gay on the way. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. Gay's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Kings.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
So it's Philadelphia now. They trail by 7. Thompson with the bucket.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
Off the screen. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
That's his third personal
There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Jennings passes to Thompson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Andrew with the screen, kicks it to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. And the 76ers get it back. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best dance crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
20 seconds left in the game. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring them to within 3.
Just dialed in from the three-point line in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they're putting a world of hurt on them with the triple.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Yeah, but Greg, they didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. 16 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jennings against Collison. Landry kicks to Sampson. Outside Jennings from outside the arc. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
All right, Sacramento, please welcome to the court America's best team crew, your Sacramento Kings dance team.
Outside Collison. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Sacramento, Darren Collison. Taking 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but they come up empty-handed. So it's the Kings taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. We were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw a good one.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with Darren Collison. And Darren, this was a game that saw you trailing by double digits, facing an uphill climb. What did Coach say to inspire the team to come back?
Well, good teams don't lose their poise. You know, we understand that sometimes there are going to be games like this, but the most important thing is we just got to get the win.
You did a great job playing through adversity, Darren. Nice win. Gentlemen?
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now we'll go to the studio with the award-winning Ernie Johnson.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan Player of the Game, DeMarcus Cousins. He notched his season high, and his scoring really seemed to set the tempo for his team tonight.
What a special night for him offensively. Anytime you can get a player who's scoring up in the 40s, you know he was feeling it. And once he got rolling, his teammates were getting him the ball and just getting out his way.
The thing I like most about Cousins is the passion he plays the game with. Maybe he rubs some people the wrong way, but I don't want my big man smiling all the time. I want my big man to be mean.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.